Good morning, everybody. Happy March 19th. This is a big week. There's a lot of stuff going on. So we're going to hop right to it. Number one, wintergreen is our oil of the week. So wintergreen is the oil of patience, and it's also the oil of surrender and surrendering to a higher power. So it has to do with allowing divine timing in. So being patient for that to happen is big. Balancing our ego, following more of our heart and our gut and our body, our deep feelings in our body instead of thinking too much. It also brings in humility, and becoming patient with things is really a humbling experience sometimes, right? Where we have to wait, and then we just have to wait, and then we just have to wait a little bit longer. So that can really be challenging. So this is a reminder. Use your wintergreen, have patience, and surrender. It assists the strong-willed in letting go and in that need to be right. So it helps you to bring in other aspects and other possibilities. Again, it helps to bring down your ego and allow the divine in, which is, really reminds us that we're not right all the time. So it supports the soul, reminding it that we don't have to go alone. We've got divine support. So that's all about wintergreen. Use that. I put it on my wrists. I also put it on my third eye, although I will tell you, I am now having a little bit of a, cooling sensation on my forehead. So this is a hot oil. I highly recommend that you dilute it. And if you don't, just know that you're going to get like a cooling and then like a warming sensation. It penetrates pretty deeply into our systems. So enjoy that. Okay, so this week we have like 3 different cosmic forces and universal forces going on that we're all, of course, under. One thing is that the new moon happened on Saturday and March 17th, along with St. Patty's Day, but the new moon happened then. And this is bringing a resetting type of energy to all of us, and also an inner clarity. The new moon really brings in newness. It's a new moon, so a lot of new is coming in. So also the spring equinox is here in 2 days, and so the seasons are changing. In 2 days we'll have exactly the same amount of light and the same amount of dark, so we have that balance and equality. But there's a pretty high vibration of lightness that is coming in, and it's going to be literally filtering all the way down into ourselves and is bringing a lot of motivation, and it's helping to motivate us to some positive action. So you can use this energy to move past old patterns and let go of them and move on to creating some new patterns. And springtime brings that kind of energy to us, right? We have more light, we feel more energetic. So it's really the perfect energy for that, new starts, new habits, fresh beginnings. And it's a great time to be grateful and thankful. So remind yourself to bring that into your practice again every day as well, of just reminding yourself, wow, I'm so grateful. Soon enough, we're not going to have snow in New Hampshire. Maybe. We'll see. So then the third cosmic universal force that's going to be happening is that Mercury is going retrograde starting on the 22nd into the 23rd as well. So Mercury rules, and again, you can Google this. I'll just give you a brief synopsis, but it rules travel, connectivity, technology, communication. So this is a good 3 weeks. It'll go on for 3 weeks. It's a good time to just check what you're doing. Be a little extra careful about maybe backing up your, backing up your computer. Anything that has to do with technology. Just being patient also, like Wintergreen has reminded us already. Double check things, communicate clearly, read emails that you're sending out. Realize that you may have sent it out or thought that you sent it out and then, wow, it never went out. How's that? And just be aware that, okay. Don't try not to get frustrated or annoyed by it. Hi. My Wi-Fi is a little funky today. So avoid also signing new contracts or making big commitments during these 3 weeks if you can avoid it. If you're finishing something up, that's okay. But if you're really starting a whole new process, just be very aware that communication is funky during this time. So it's also a time to go over old ground. You might find that old friends are popping in, or old situations are back again. And realize it's an opportunity for all of us to go over this old ground, decide what we want to continue and keep in our world and what we want to let go of. Also, just don't take it personally. Try to be in a space of letting things go a little bit more, because we're all under this Mercury retrograde. And I know for me in the past, my communication during this time, or my perception of other people's communication during this time, has definitely been challenged. And I find that the more that I'm just aware of that and I'm like, and just breathe through it and not immediately react, but wait and respond to people instead of reacting. It really has served me. Many times I've then figured out what was going on, or gotten more information, or realized that my perception was not really what was happening, or whatever the case may be. So not taking it personally has always really helped me during Mercury retrograde. This is a good time for forgiveness. It's an ideal time to cut cords, free yourself from other people, and go with the flow. So when delays or changes happen with communication, with travel, with your day-to-day world, just again, pause, be aware that the universe is auto-correcting us. Find the trust that the universe is doing this for our benefit. So maybe you're driving somewhere, you're late, and then there's a detour. And, it's so easy to just be so annoyed by that. And just breathe into that and be like, wow, thank you so much for putting me on a different path that I trust is going to be better for me in some way. And and then just slow down to feel the magic of what's going on with Mercury retrograde. That's also sometimes if we're just in that state of annoyed that we have been derailed or seemingly derailed, it's harder to find the magic. So this is a good time, a big time of finding the magic the next 3 weeks. Okay, we'll get on to our cards. So here, the Yellow Tiger Mother. This is our Kuan Yin deck for today. And the reminder is that we are all very, very, very powerful beings of light. And even when we're in this flow of cosmic and universal forces, which I just went over the last couple of minutes, we still are these powerful beings of light. And so our strong roots help us to be at truth, helps us to be, with in a peaceful place with our truth. So when we stand our ground, our light really, really shines. So this card's reminding us that we're we're growing strong enough to honor our inner truths, and which are kindness and compassion, and our right to be spiritually free and loved in integrity. So that's really what we're growing inside of each one of us, is our own self-kindness, self-love, and compassion. When we have it for ourselves, we can then have it for the rest of the world. And our inborn right to be spiritually free and loved in integrity. So beautiful. Okay, next up, beaver productiveness. So the beaver's reminding us it's time to get to it. You have everything that you need. I've had numerous conversations this week with people where this seems to be kind of the underlying theme, right? And so you have everything you need, and what you don't have will come as you start to take these first couple of steps, as you proceed. So this card literally says, no more excuses. There's nothing more to do to get ready. You are ready. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get started. So you have so much support, not just from your earthly angels, but from all of your spiritual allies. So again, there's all kinds of energy to move along. Let's go, So do it. And then here's a great reminder to feel joy in all that you do. So when you are feeling joy, the universe, God, the divine, is reminding you that you are on the right path. It's Spirit's way of confirming that this is the way for you. So if something is making you miserable, you always have the power to change your circumstance. Always, 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 you have the power to change your circumstance. And that gets back to our, tiger mother of standing your ground, of understanding your own truth. So when you, the fact that we all have the power to change our circumstances, and we all have the power to find the joy and the bliss and to keep walking in that direction. When you do live in joy, you become a beacon of love and you attract all that is good. So it's like a huge flow. When you keep following your bliss, you keep attracting more bliss and more joy. And so, remind yourselves of those times when you felt really, really fabulous and great. Last week, some of us were in Orlando for doTERRA's leadership retreat. And gosh, I just felt so much joy during the week. And I'm so grateful for that. And it's great to be in that moment and be like, gosh, I'm feeling so much joy. I'm having so much fun. But remind yourself this card is reminding us, oh, this is the way. This is my path, actually, is to keep that situation going. Keep the joy going. Keep doing things like I did last week that brings me more joy. And that's my path. So great reminder. Great, great reminder. Okay, and our final card of the day is from our moon deck. And this is, I welcome clear vision and inspired action. So this is all about clarity. Embrace all that you have created and acknowledge your journey. So the eagle is bringing us perspective and vision. And this will help us to take action, and we just talked about the beaver being productive and taking action. This will help us. This energy will help us. So the eagle is strong medicine. She can soar to great heights and intuit the winds of change while maintaining a clear perspective and grounded connection to the earth. So perfect, perfect, perfect. So have a beautiful, beautiful week. Enjoy all of these cosmic forces that are occurring around us. Enjoy them. Enjoy them by slowing down and just being aware. Have a slightly higher sense of awareness. This again is a great time to to be sitting in stillness, whether that be in prayer or meditation, or in writing in your journal, painting, dancing, hula hooping, walking in nature. This is really a perfect time to up your game on some of those things, while we shift and come into spring and come into all of these other forces that are happening around us. I'm with you. It's great to be with you today. I'll be with you this week. And if you need anything, reach out, and I look forward to seeing all of you in 1 week. Take care.